Tonight tensions in the Middle East are rising fast as the conflict involving Iran, the United States and Israel intensifies. New reports say Iranian drone and missile attacks have struck targets in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, raising fears that the war is spreading across the Gulf region. According to Kuwait's military, several civilian facilities were hit during the attacks. Thick smoke was seen rising from buildings after drones reportedly struck multiple locations. Despite these strikes, Iran's president has apologized for the attacks on Gulf states. However, the military operations appear to be continuing. Meanwhile, the United States is sending a strong message. U.S. President Donald Trump suggested the war will only end once Iran's military power and leadership are completely destroyed. At the same time, Iran is signaling that it is prepared for a long fight. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, also known as the IRGC, says the country can fight an intense war for at least 6 months. In a statement reported by Iran's Fars news agency, a spokesman for the Guard said Iran's armed forces are capable of continuing the conflict at the current pace for half a year. The Guards also claimed that more than 200 locations across the Middle East connected to U.S. or Israeli bases have already been targeted. Meanwhile, Israel says it carried out a strike in Beirut that killed 4 commanders linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guards, while Iran claims it can fight for 6 months. The White House has a different expectation. Officials say the joint U.S.-Israeli campaign could achieve its objectives within 4 to 6 weeks as attacks continue across the region. Many fear the conflict could grow into a much larger war in the Middle East. For now, the world is watching closely as tensions rise and both sides prepare for what could become a prolonged and dangerous conflict. Tensions in the Middle East are rising rapidly as the conflict involving Iran, the United States and Israel continues to escalate. Iran has reportedly launched drone and missile attacks targeting several locations in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. According to Kuwait's military, some civilian facilities were damaged during the attacks, and smoke was seen rising from buildings. After the strikes, these developments have raised serious concerns that the war could spread across the entire Gulf region. Interestingly, the attacks continued even after Iran's president issued an apology to Gulf countries affected by the strikes. Despite the apology, military operations and retaliatory actions appear to be ongoing. Meanwhile, the United States has made its position clear. U.S. President Donald Trump suggested that the conflict may only end once Iran's military capabilities and leadership are completely destroyed. At the same time, Iran is signaling that it is ready for a prolonged conflict. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has claimed that Iran can continue fighting an intense war for at least 6 months.